Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I'm Conostip and this is going to be part 15 of my early campaign where I'm playing as England. And it does feel good to be back. I took a little bit of a break there. And yeah, I missed this game. I really did. And right when this campaign was, I don't want to say right when it was getting interesting because it has been interesting, but right when a ray of hope, I suppose I should say, started to shine through. So yeah, hope. It's such a dangerous, scary thing, isn't it? Because as I left things off, I started to think, you know what, I wonder if I can actually take these crusade objectives in time before the year 1204. So I have another crusade. I can't remember if this is my second or third attempt at this. Second, perhaps? Maybe it's my second. And they are ready to march on into Egyptian territory starting next turn. The Byzantines are down to just one province here in Bulgaria, so I would be really saving their bacon if I could sort of push through the Egyptian territory. In fact, it's so tempting to really, if I could just kind of hang out in each territory for, say, 2 turns. That's typically how long it's going to take for a full garrison to starve out. And if I could just do that and just really, you know, hamper the Egyptians, whether it's by starving out the garrisons or whether it's by destroying their infrastructure, that could be very useful, but I don't think that I have the time to do that. In addition to that, the crusade is going to be losing men as they march through non-Christian lands. So I just don't think that I should do that. I think I should just kind of just move my way on through their territory and get to Antioch and then hurt them by taking Antioch. It's not much, but it's something. And there would be more crusades on the way. Right, so that's what I'm thinking of. Now back here, it's hard to know what exactly to do here. The Italians, I've been at war with them. They started a naval war, and they're not taking a ceasefire. They're not accepting it. They're probably feeling pretty strong. In fact, this might be the strongest that I've ever seen the Italians grow. The fact that they have these territories here on the Balkans, and yeah, they're all the way down to Serbia, is it? Or Croatia? Oh, this is Serbia. That's Croatia. Yes. I always get those two mixed up. That's far down there for them. The fact that they are boarding the Egyptians, though, with the Egyptians being in Greece, that's kind of cute. I wonder if some conflict could happen there. If the Italians end up fighting someone else, anyone else, then maybe they would be more inclined to take a ceasefire from me. And I would like that, because then I could go back to trading with them. In fact, I don't even care about them having Toulouse, other than the fact that I feel like I should push them out of Toulouse so that I can try to get that auto ceasefire. However, the issue with that is that once I abandon Toulouse, then they can just simply get their loyalist rebellion, as they did last time. And even though it was just one archer, still, it was enough to, take back the territory from me, and therefore making sure that the war never ended. So, yeah, perhaps it was a mistake to not push into Toulouse to clear up that just one archer. In this case, I do have these armies that I think I brought them all down in this turn. Yeah, so these 3 armies are ready to push on into Toulouse in the next turn. You're going to be hanging out here, just kind of staring across the border at the Spanish, who we're no longer at war with, thank God. So we do have our trade fleets, making some money for us. It's nice to load back into a campaign and say that I have 15,000 money in the treasury. That feels good, and it also feels nice saying that I'm making 3,000. So, things are looking okay. Not great, but it's okay. If I could just sort of solve the whole riddle here with the Italians. There's a few things. I do... Maintaining a really solid treasury just feels very good right now, because if I can keep it like that, and I can move boats here, so now we do have boats off the coast of Antioch. But if I could just simply, maintain a pretty decent treasury, that way, once I start paying the upkeep on these men again, who are in this crusade, in fact, I have almost 4,000 men. Now, by the time I get to Antioch, it's probably going to be down closer to 3,000 would be my guess. But clearly that's going to be costing money, right? And maintaining my trade fleets, I would say, was a pretty important thing to do. And what I've done so far is to ignore the northern part of the Mediterranean and sort of sidestepping the Italians and just making the money where I can, in the North Sea, around the Iberian coast, and then around the North African coast as well. There's not a lot of money to be had here in the North African coast. Unfortunately, there just isn't too many ports, but if I could get back here, actually, if the Byzantines still hold these islands, I could trade with them. So there is that. And even getting up into the Black Sea, there's some ports I could trade with, so I'm not tapped out when it comes to my trade income. There's still money to be made here. And even more so, once I take Antioch and I can develop this as a trading region. So even though it feels good to continue to save money, I think that I should continue to build boats as well. I think so. I feel like so these guys, once I'm done pushing the Italians out of Toulouse, and I'm not sure exactly, they might be able to retreat out of Toulouse using their navies. Because if they have, connections back to their home territories, they might be able to get away and not even lose these men. Other than the men that they might leave behind in that fort. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there. But as I was saying, what these armies can do after Toulouse is resolved is that they can use my boats to simply ship on over to the Holy Land and probably just hang out in Antioch and help defend this. That's probably going to be the play, because although I could send that other crusade immediately, I do have that crusade marker. So what I should do is start building another crusade marker right away. There is always a chance that the Pope does call a crusade. And I think it's my understanding that those are two things. First off, free. And then secondly, I think that means that you can have more than one crusade at a time if the Pope specifically calls for it. So I've never done that, but if that happens, it would be nice to have another crusade marker already ready to go. So in addition to these things, I do think that I need to keep building boats. The fact that the Sicilians have 5 boats in the English Channel is pretty scary, and I just have my one boat. Because although I've started doubling up, starting with the Costa Verde and all the way around. I am doubled up 2 ships per coastal or sea region. Up here in my core territories, I'm pretty thin. I am pretty thin, and all it takes is either a storm to knock a boat out, or, and this is the scary thing, is the Sicilians, starting another naval war like the Italians did, because they sense an opportunity and they say, hey, he's weak, let's just mess with him. That would really suck. So I'm building boats here in Flanders, and I feel like I should just continue to build boats, but my goodness, that's just, that's tough, because I know I'm going to need money saved up when that crusade gets to Antioch. How many turns? 1, 2, I'm going to go through Trebizond probably 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to go through as many previously owned Turkish provinces as possible, because I'm holding out hope that maybe I can cause a Turkish reemergence. I don't know if that's going to happen. I may have already missed my chance on that. But I'm going to continue to see if I can make that work, because golly, part of what's making this so difficult is the fact that, there is no other faction out here fighting the Egyptians. It's just like the Byzantines that got spanked and the Turks that got super spanked in the beginning. And then it's just like me going up against this crazy strong Egyptian faction. So yeah, having a Turkish force in their backfield would be pretty nice for me. So actually, I was counting things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would take 5 more turns from now to get there. So let's see here. How much does it cost? How much am I spending on boats? What do they cost? 700 florins. Okay, that's a lot. It's a lot, but the alternative is potentially war with the Sicilians, and that's even more expensive. So I want to continue to train the cheap, like native Britain units, like the Celtic Warriors and the Highland Clansmen and the Kerns and Wales, Scotland, and Ireland. I think I want to continue to train these. I'm training these militia sergeants in Normandy, so let's continue to train those guys. Brittany, I was training Royal Knights, but maybe I can take a little break from that and build a boat. And boats here in Aquitaine. Oh, it just feels rough. Let's get some more militia sergeants here. I am making 3,000 per turn, so, you know, there is something there. Northumbria, yeah, let's get a boat there, and Island Clansmen in Scotland, and some more Kerns in Ireland. And I still have Norway, don't I? That's just so funny to me. Yeah, that's a lot of money being spent. It really is. It's tough. It's a tough thing. And I don't think... I don't even want to look at this, but I don't think that I need to build any buildings right now. I should look at this. Because this is the thing. Okay, getting a swordsmith in Ireland. This would allow me to train gallow glasses and Celtic warriors. Oh. In Ireland? Are you sure? Okay. Interesting. I thought that was just in Wales. It's cheap. 400 florins to build the swordsmith, and the gallow glasses are a good unit. So I should put that in. But then other than that, I mean, I can train the Feared Men, which is a solid spear unit. I can train my militia sergeants, which is a solid, polearm unit. And I can train my Royal Knights here in Brittany, so it's something. It's some heavy cav. It's nothing special, but it's something. And basic archers is fine for this point of the game. I can't train, crossbows are not available until I reach the high period, so I think that that's okay. I think so. I think that's okay, military-wise. For a minute there, it looked like I was falling behind, but now I'm thinking, I'm on the right track, so... Right now, I'm substituting out I'm taking out my urban militia and throwing in my militia sergeants into my home provinces, and then sending my urban militia out to the Levant because they have low armor and they're not going to be dealing with that heat. They're going to deal better with that heat than the militia sergeants. The militia sergeants, without any armor upgrades, I believe that they're still fine out in those deserts, but, still... if we're going to trade stuff out, it may as well be them staying here in my urban militia moving out east. So that's the play with that. And yeah, I think, these guys, these three armies probably will be enough to help, secure Antioch once this army gets there. And the Germans have built another crusade marker. Okay, all right. You know what? Yeah, I'll take it. Even though I don't think that they will. Even though I hope they don't succeed, but I'll take the extra pressure on the Egyptians. That's for gosh darn sure. And the Byzantine, yes, I am welcome to pass through Byzantine territory. And Prince Edmund has come of age. I believe this is my king's actual son, so he should be the next in line. And yeah, the Italians are just not, they don't want that ceasefire. They sure do not. Prince Edmund is strange. That's not good. Oh God, oh no, it's such a bad one. And this one gets way worse too. The fact that he's already only a 1-star and, he gets -1 morale and -10 happiness from being strange. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. Are you loyal at least? No. Golly. Oh, 2 dread, 1 piety, 1 command, 2 acumen, and yeah, it starts off strange and it gets way worse. So, yeah, that's what happens when you have a king with 3 influence. Yeesh. And you don't have any other sons on the way, do you? No. All right, well, let's get Prince Edmund married. So, yeah, the Italian king, he's not going to talk to us. That's fine. Let's, ooh, okay, the Egyptian... Sultan is moved into Constantinople. He's 53 years old as well. Tons of influence, 3 command stars, great warrior, so tougher to kill. And that's it. So he's not, you know, as far as combat leadership goes, 3 stars is pretty much all he has. I wonder if he would take a fight against me. How much men have I lost? Yeah, I lost like... Did I lose like 350 men? God, that sucks. Just from being in Orthodox territory for 1 turn. Well, yeah, let's push back the Egyptians. Man, it would be super tempting. If the Sultan retreated into this citadel, it would be very tempting to starve him out. Oh gosh, it'd be so tempting. I mean, the Egyptians have a lot of troops here in Greece as well. So they very well just might meet me in Constantinople and try to fight me. Yeah, that seems likely. But if the Sultan is leading this fight rather than this 7-star Giga Chad, you know, who's, you know, famously brave, +1 valor, +1 morale, yeah, great warrior, 7 stars. If the Sultan is leading an army with him in it instead, like, okay, yeah, I'll take that for sure. Now let's go ahead and move these troops down into Toulouse, and we will see what the Italians do with this. You know, whether they want to stand and fight or whether they want to retreat. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, it's... Maybe I can have them hang out in Toulouse for a little bit. I don't want them to really remain there for long, though. Because, yeah, there's no port here in Toulouse, so I'd have to get them back to Aquitaine in order to use this port so that I can send them to the Holy Land. Or another option is I could send the armies that I was going to send to Toulouse. Oh dear, I could send them to Anatolia or Nicaea. It's funny, I mean, when I say Anatolia, I mean like the, you know, is it a peninsula? It's a peninsula, right? No, it's a, gosh, I'm forgetting my words right now, but yeah, you know what I mean. When I think of Anatolia, I think of this entire section right here, and not just like this central part. So yeah, when I say Anatolia, I don't whatever. You guess you'll have to figure out what I mean. But yes, Anatolia, anywhere in Anatolia, including Nicaea. It's tempting. It's very tempting. It's too bad that I couldn't get to Constantinople to reinforce that fight. That would be 2 extra spaces, 2 extra sea regions from here. So that's quite a reach from my navy. I would have to take an extra turn or 2 and delay the attack on Constantinople with my crusades, you know, while I'm losing men in Bulgaria. So yeah, I don't want to do that. But sending guys who can, you know, reinforce after the fact is very, very tempting. You know, for instance, if I lose this battle, and then what could happen then is that I could go in for a round 2 here with forces from Nicaea into Constantinople, and then essentially escort that Crusade army down to Antioch. God, that feels better, doesn't it? The whole Italian sideshow just feels so stupid. Oh, it feels so dumb. I hate it so much. I'm very tempted. Because the Italian thing, like, I just feel like, okay, first off, it's weird that the Germans aren't fighting them. It's weird that no one else is fighting them. You know, how have they taken this much territory and, like, no one cares, you know? Also, in addition to that, the Germans, so, like, if we come down here, the Germans have reason to fight them. Is it this one? No. So they have, okay, so this is reason for them to fight the Poles, taking Silesia, Livonia, and Prussia. But then this one, the Holy Roman Empire, this is their glorious achievements objective of taking Milan, Rome, Naples, and Tuscany. Yeah, guess who that makes you fighting? The Italians and the papacy. So why aren't they doing that? Well, it's because they are allies with them, are they not? They are allies with them. Pretty dumb. Pretty dumb. It would be better if you weren't allies with them, so then you could fight them. But yeah, it's like stuff like that where it just makes me think, like, you know, come on guys, like why is it just me? You know, why is it just me who's fighting the Italians? It's tempting. So like the other reason why it's tempting is because I do have inns here. It's unreliable, although this is kind of a good grab. Actually, it's not. It looks like a good grab, but then you look at the numbers on these units. They're damaged units. Most of them are. Yeah, most of them are damaged, but there's some full strength units as well. Hoblars, Vikings, Spanish javelin men, Nubian spears. So there are some full strength units there. Aquitaine has Khwarezmians, cool. Urban militia, feudal sergeants. Brittany has the Drusinas and the Rus spearmen. It's nice that I'm finally getting options at other places other than just Flanders. That feels pretty good. And Flanders has no options. There's nothing available in Flanders. Yeah. Well, so that's kind of what I'm thinking, is that if I need those troops, they do exist. I can potentially defend Aquitaine. Maybe not with this army, just by themselves. Although, I don't know, these armies, this is like mostly archers in these two armies. And my like stay-at-home defense force consists of 5 units of cavalry. So that's not bad. It's not bad. Kind of makes me wonder, should I just get a couple more units of Royal Knights down there in Aquitaine and then call it good? They're expensive to upkeep. 62 support costs. Yeah, that's expensive, but I kind of like the idea better of using these guys out east. Yeah, let's do it. Yep, I like that. Let's do it. Let's go, go, go. And this way, like, this kind of allows me to, it gives me some more options with like hurting the Egyptians, you know? Because for one thing, like maybe I can actually start just destroying their stuff a little bit and messing them up. And a part of me really wonders if I can even win this fight up here. Not against these two forces, but if they do reinforce from Greece, I would be somewhat dubious of my abilities to win that fight. The problem with these numbers, the problem with these Crusade forces I'm finding is that having incomplete units just doesn't end up mattering too much. You know, because when you look at the numbers on the 10 and you say, hey, 3,400, not bad. But then you kind of scroll through and you go, oh, a 1-man unit, a 1-man unit, a 3-man unit, a 3-man unit. And you're like, okay, well, obviously I can't use that. And these are mercenary units, so I can't merge them either. So it's just, the numbers on the 10 kind of works if the enemy forces just flee from you and you don't have to fight that actual battle. But if you have to fight that actual battle and you go in and you look at your forces and you go, oh shit, I can't use like half of these units. You know, then that's a little bit bad. So yeah, I think I do want these forces out here just so that I can, yeah, ensure the freaking survivability of my crusade. Yeah, let's do that. All right, let's do that. And hey, I didn't lose that much money. You know, I'm sitting at almost 14,000. And I have boats on the way. And crusade is being built. That swordsmith is being built. That's, you know what? That's fine then. Yeah, I can continue. Like, let's even train up. Oh, Royal Knight. Yeah, okay. All right, in 2 turns, I'll start training Royal Knights here in Brittany again. I don't think I can train them anywhere else. Was it just Brittany? I think so. Yeah, I think that was the only province where I focused on it. Now, I wouldn't mind trying to tie the Germans a little bit closer to me. So I spy a German princess down here. Let's see if I can get her to marry Prince Edmund. Don't tell her that he's strange, okay? He's just a little unique. All right, he's fine. He's hanging out with his dad, right? I put him with his dad. Yes, he's hanging out with dad. So let's not overreact. It's gonna be fine. And yeah, let's have him start a family before. I think his dad's going to be around for a while. It's not, yeah, it's not, no, not an emergency. King John the First, 37 years old. It's too bad because once those crusades are successful, if they are successful, his influence is going to skyrocket. And that would have been a nice time to have a son come of age. You know what? I'm trying to remember, was there a reason why I'm not using my princesses to try to marry the Italian family to get an alliance, or even if not an alliance, then, you know, they can break that, but we would still have the ceasefire. I'm trying to remember, was there a reason? I thought that I was sort of fixated on kicking the Italians out of Toulouse, but now I'm like thinking, why was I fixated on that? This was never mine. Correct. I mean, this belonged to the French, and then the Italians took it. And just to double check, you know, sometimes I get confused. Yeah, like why? Like, you know, I don't like them there, but you know, part of not liking them there is because we're at war with them. Maybe I did attempt to marry the Italians and they said no. I can't remember. How old are you? You're 25, and then I think I have a where be the other one? All right, gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Princess. It's 25. All right, sorry, I already looked at you. And where is, so 22? I've got a 22-year-old. Okay. All right, let's try the 25-year-old. Let's bring you over and talk to him. Yeah, so this forms an alliance, and it has more chance of being accepted than a treaty from an emissary. Yeah, let's try that. I would like to have someone in Greece. That feels good to have that. I suppose I don't need guys down here because I have boats in the water, so I can at least see the troops, you know? That's kind of the important thing. But I don't have boats in the water around Greece yet, so let's come over here so I can continue to keep an eye on that. And I think that's it for this turn, I think. Here we go. Let's see if the Egyptians want to defend Constantinople or if they're going to allow me to pass. You know, not willingly, but just, yes, let's see what they decide here. Very interesting also to see the Poles be so strong right now. Oh, no. What? Oh, they're not. Okay, so the Germans aren't attacking me with the crusade. They're just going through my lands? Why? Okay, it's using my port to get to Tripoli. Come on, guys, go overland. God damn it. I don't want them to succeed. You know, like I want Tripoli eventually. But I can't deny crusade because that's going to make me excommunicated and then I can't send my own crusades. Oh, man. And that's annoying because, you know, that's going to like sap the strength of my defending army in Flanders. So I need to retrain those guys as well. Okay, so they're going to retreat here in Constantinople. Sweet. Cool. And yeah, obviously they're retreating in Nicaea as well. All right, the Egyptians are the richest, not for long. The Sultan has died from an illness. Interesting. He was just 53 in the last turn, so he died at the age of 54. Oh, okay. And yeah, I know, I get it. I'm aware the Germans are marching to Tripoli. And yes, the Italians have denied the marriage proposal. Yeah. And the Holy Roman Emperor did as well. I let you use Flanders, you scum. And yes, I have a son on the way. He will mature in 16 years. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Sir Perkin Svindvard. Perversion, secret perversion, so no one knows yet. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So yeah, it's super tempting. So there's no Sultan here, right? Like he's gone. Right. It's really tempting. This would just be 2 turns And, you know, I could get rid of how many men are here? 645. And then I could sack it too, make some money back. Very, very tempting, but I'm losing men. 3,400. Actually, I didn't lose men, did I? What? Huh. Interesting. Well, here's the thing though, is that I would imagine that by this point, the Egyptians in Greece and Trebizond would collapse in on my Crusade army in Constantinople if I remained here. So let's keep moving along here. In fact, let's move right on into Trebizond. Yeah, let's do this. Let's move up here, here, and then here. And as I was mentioning before, so yeah, I'm not going to be staying and destroying the garrisons and the buildings in these provinces, but maybe just the provinces that were held previously by the Turks, like Rum and Edessa. Yeah, I don't mind that. That's fine. Yeah, we can move through Trebizond, get to Rum, stay the requisite 2 turns, you know, and sack everything, burn it all to the ground, and maybe hopefully cause a Turkish reemergence. And if not, I could try the same thing in Edessa. Then we'll be in Antioch in no time. And the frickin' Germans will be in Tripoli. Gosh, there's like not quite enough. Okay, let me look at this crusade. 700 men. They got some English longbowmen as well. I can't retrain those yet. God, you dirtbags. Oh, that sucks so much. That sucks so much. I did not know they're gonna go through my port. God, they took so much men from my guys. And after we train all of this. Oh, gosh, that sucks. Yeah, can't retrain the longbowmen, but I can at least send back the other units, like one at a time, to retrain them. Yeah. Yeah, that's so annoying. Yeah, those 730 Germans, I mean, they're not going to gain any more men. You know, that what they have, yeah, they stole troops from me, sure, but you know, Tripoli, yeah, there's only peasants here. Syria, what do you got? Camels, archers, spears. That's like just this by itself, just this one stack, 769 men. Just that is going to give that German army some troubles. And then reinforced from Palestine as well. Nothing crazy, but that's another 419, you know, camels, Saharan cav, spears, archers, yeah, sure. And then, yeah, not much in Antioch and Edessa, unfortunately. Maybe Arabia has some stuff. Sinai also is only just 2 turns away from Tripoli as well. That's another 900 guys there. So I'm optimistic that the Germans see, like, you know, you can garrison Tripoli, this castle here in Tripoli, and that's going to last long enough for reinforcements to arrive. So, yeah, I think that the Germans are not going to be able to hang on to it, I think. Now, the German crusade did get to Tripoli. Okay, yes, lost Constantinople, sure. And yes, they're going to retreat here in Trebizond. Fine. Yes, lost Nicaea. And they are retreating into the castle here in Tripoli. And I did sink that Italian Isidrome on here in the Gulf of Valencia. That's a good thing. That's a tough boat to catch, so I'm glad that I was able to catch that. Yeah, the Almohads still want that alliance, and there's just no value in it for me. I know they're like down to 1 province, so yeah, no, I just don't want it. A daughter is on the way. Yes, and you know, now let's see, are there any Italian boats in the water that I hold? No. All right, let's try again with the Italians and see. Well, let's just keep trying, you know, who knows? Maybe they will say yes. And good. All right, got some boats up and around here. So now what I can do is start to... I want to, so as much as I would like to go right on ahead and start sending, you know, more boats down into these fleets so that I can reach out into, you know, more territories with ports that I could trade with. Ooh, yes, nice. Okay, the Byzantines have taken Greece. Oh, that's good. I'm assuming they're going to lose Bulgaria, but Greece makes more money. And I could trade with them, so... yeah, that would be pretty nice. Tempting to stay here in Trebizond again to like sack it, but nope, let's just keep moving on. If I lost men? I'm not losing men. That's so interesting. That is so bizarre. I lose men due to attrition when I'm moving through Orthodox territory, but not Muslim territory? What the heck? That is so weird. Huh. Well, yeah, let's move to Rum. How are we doing here? Loyalty's at 152%. All right, we'll see about that. Yeah, we'll see about that loyalty. Moving on here, and the Egyptians have decided to retreat from Rum as well. I'm curious to see how long. So let's see. Taking this. I did destroy a building. Oh yeah, it must have been like their mosque or something. So I did pillage 100 florins. And yes, lost Trebizond, sure. The Germans have the highest level of development. Okay, interesting. Swordsmith finished in Ireland, so now I can train those gallows glasses. Pretty sweet stuff. And yeah, the Italians are still saying no to my princess. Sir William Marshall, +1 acumen for him. He's in control of the Crusades? No, he's in control of one of the reinforcing armies, yes. And Sir Simon de Montfort is charitable. Okay, that's kind of fun. Funny. Yeah, if you know anything about the man, he believes it is his duty to make some effort to help the poor. Yeah, sure. That's pretty funny. How long is this going to hold out? 2 turns? Perfect. Okay. And they do have 1 unit of Armenian heavy cav there. I love getting rid of that. That's going to feel good. So yeah, let's hang out. You know, it doesn't feel good, but let's do it. And have you lost any men? No, you're still not losing men. That's crazy. I don't understand. I like it. And I am being shadowed by like 4 monstrous Egyptian armies. So I'm really curious to see, you know, like they let the Byzantines take Greece. I don't know, you know, again, I don't know who holds Bulgaria, but actually, let's just check it out. See what's going on. Yeah, I'm being shadowed by this. So the fact that I'm going to hang out now for 2 turns, I'm wondering if that's going to give the Egyptians time to pounce on me. But I don't know, like, you know, 3,000 men with... That's a decent chunk of dudes that I have at my disposal. And I would be defending, if they were to attack from Trebizond, it would be... Let's see, inland, hills, arid ground... And I think that there's going to be hills on both sides of the map, just based on what I'm seeing here. So, I should get a hill, is what I'm saying. If they were to attack. Now, the scary thing is that I am rather surrounded, right? You know, they could pounce on me with troops from Lesser Armenia, even Anatolia. Yeah, they have 2 units of Armenian heavies there. Edessa doesn't have much, but they have some stuff. Yeah, Armenia. Yeah. So they could pounce on me. They could. Shoot. I really want to try to cause a Turkish reemergence. And the thing is that, you know, if they're shadowing me, I'm going to have to fight them at some point. You know, whether it's here or whether it's in Antioch. I don't know if there's much of a difference. Maybe there is a difference. Like maybe the just sheer amount of troops is going to be more here where I'm surrounded, you know? Whereas in Antioch, I might just have to face off against like the armies that are shadowing me, but not the armies of Armenia and Georgia, which are basically kind of stationed here. Yeah, it's something to think about, but I feel like this might be worth doing. Now, the only question, though, is that, do I have time? I'm starting to get pretty close to running out of time here. 1182, so I would be leaving here in 1184, get down to Odessa, 1185, get down to Antioch, and then I would have to storm the fort, essentially, so like 1186 maybe is what time I would complete this objective. And then what? I have 18 years to get the next 3 provinces. That is, if the Germans have not held on to Tripoli. 18 years. If I still have naval control, and if I can just send, back to back waves of crusades, and I wouldn't even necessarily need strong armies by that point, if I've done a great amount of damage to the Egyptians, and especially if I have caused that Turkish reemergence, those other crusades wouldn't need to be that powerful, necessarily. It's just the question of, like, could I even beat this? Because, yeah, the Sultan's back down here, so he's not shielding his really good generals. One of these guys would be leading this assault, whether it's this 6-star here. Ooh, okay. Eager to retreat, -2 morale. So that negates, oh, okay, fine, +4 morale. Okay, so he's still be getting +2 morale. +3 morale, because this gives +1. Okay. The eager to retreat, he's still good. And the 6 stars also makes him very, very good. What else? What else do they have here? They have a 7-star as well, and this is the guy that, utterly fearless. Yeah, +2 morale, and 7 stars as well. Oh, God. I've just had to fight so many good Egyptian generals that I know how hard it is. And I have my 5-star Sir William Marshall. In fact, I don't know, would you be leading this fight? You would be, I would hope. These are my best general. Yeah, +2 valor, +10 health. 5 stars. 5 stars is good, but like, that's all he has. Troop quality. Archers. I got some Royal Knights, so I have like 3 Royal Knights in those armies. Celtic Warriors, Feared Man, Archers. Like those are good. Those are good basics to have. Got some Kerns for the javelins as well. Celtic Warriors, Highland. Like it's all decent stuff, and that's just those armies. That's not counting the fact that my Crusade armies. Let's see, 2 units of like decently healthy order foot soldiers, so good spears, right? Some more Italian infantry, which are some of them are decently healthy, right? Some more feudal, some more Royal Knights. 3 of them are healthy, full strength units. Druzina are relatively healthy. Knights Templar are relatively healthy. So it feels like this could be a winnable fight, but I've felt that way before, so I'm starting to get a little bit shy of fighting the Egyptians, that's for sure. Let's check out these gallow glasses, shall we? Look at these guys with their big 2-handed swords. So in some ways, Ireland is a relic of earlier times. Gallow glasses are Celtic warriors armed with 2-handed swords. They are loyal to a clan chieftain, swift and fierce in battle, and enter into almost berserker-like frenzy. They also are reputed to take the heads of slain enemies as trophies. So yeah, 150 to train, 22 support cost. Excellent attack, bonus versus armor. Made charge without orders. Poor morale. I don't know if is that true? I didn't think they had poor morale. I know, they have good stats, is my understanding, so that's interesting to see that. And yeah, I actually can train Celtic Warriors in Ireland. Yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, they're only 25 florins more expensive to train than Celtic Warriors, They have 3 more support costs for the 40 extra men, which is funny, but yeah, let's get these galley glasses going in Ireland. Definitely very cost effective. Definitely. Yep. And I'm just going to continue to pump out Celtic warriors and Highland clansmen from Scotland and Wales as well. It's so cost effective. Like, absolutely. Let's get those guys going. And I brought my king over. He's babysitting his son because his son has 3 loyalty. Oh, it improved. I don't know why. He had 2 before, didn't he? And he still has 3 influence, so that hasn't changed at all. So why did that? Oh, he got a thing, didn't he? No, he didn't get a thing. I thought he might have gotten one of those builder traits, but no, that doesn't make sense. I haven't been building anything. Huh. That's so funny. Why did he gain loyalty? God, that's so bizarre. There's so much in this game that I still don't understand and probably never will. I am now ready to end this turn, and I am very curious because it's not a guaranteed thing that they're going to attack here. They could still just determine that, you know what, I'm too strong and they better not bother with it. But they also might. This might be their best opportunity to attack. Ooh, yep, okay, yep, they're attacking. And the Italians reinforced Toulouse as well. So I outnumber them by a bit, like almost twice as much as their guys. But they do have Amir al-Din Shako. So is that their 7-star? It is. If I can count right, that's 7. So luckily for me, they have brought 2 units of catapults. That's what they're called. Which is kind of a waste for an attacking army. They're not long-ranged artillery pieces, so they probably will not be reaching me where I will be. Let's see here. So 3 full-strength units of Saracen infantry, very good, very solid spear units that I have seen them defeat units that should be their counter. So they scare the bejesus out of me. They beat a unit of Varangian guards when I was playing as the Byzantines, and I'm still confused by that. Like, I'm still like, what? How did that happen? It was really weird. Like, I don't know how that happened. The Varangians should counter Saracen infantry, like, pretty heavily. But I guess they're just, like, really badass. So, yep, 3 of those units, pretty tough. Muwahid foot soldiers is a good attacking, charging spear unit. Urban militia, then 3 desert archers and 2 regular archers. So 5 archers in total. Their general is going to be another unit of Saracens. So that's like 4 full-strength Saracen infantry in total. And then 1 unit of Saharan cav and 1 unit of Armenian heavies. So luckily their cav is not super duper strong. It's more like an infantry / archer build. And with 2 wasted spaces due to their catapults. So that's that. Like, as far as their reinforcements go, what do we got? Some more scattered Armenian heavies, some archers, camels. Yeah, a lot of archers for sure. And not as many peasants as I've seen in other Egyptian armies. Like, there's some quality troops down here for sure. So yeah, this could be a pretty decisive battle, you know, like if I can win this could be a decisive cleaning up of Egyptian forces that could really, you know, hurt them. So yeah, I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but you know, this if I play this okay, this could be a good fight for me. And yes, it is going to be Sir William Marshall himself. Perfect. That's what I want to see. I now have my army picked out, and I am opting to go with a rather balanced force, which is something that I do prefer to do in most cases. So I have 3 units of heavy cav Templar, then 2 units of Royal Knights, 3 units of Hoblars, and then for spears, I have 2 Order foot soldiers, and then 1 unit of Italian infantry. That's my strongest unit. 3 basic archers, and then I'm thinking, like, as a tech piece to kill the Saracen infantry. Maybe Celtic warriors will do the job. They match them man for man when it comes to, like, you know, 100-man units versus 100-man units. And the fact that they are like a sword unit, I think they might beat the Saracens. They don't look like they would, you know, they're basically these half-naked dudes with a small little buckler, but it's worth trying out, you know. I think that there might be something there to it. The other option would be, I do have some militia sergeants down here. That's an option as well. I don't have any galley glasses in this army. I do have Highland Clansmen. But how many, do they have Saracens outside of their initial wave? I don't think they don't, do they? So if I just get rid of these 4 units of Saracens, then, then I'm good. So yeah, let's see if the Celtic Warriors do the job. And this is definitely going to be an episode that goes longer than I would typically like to, but I just wanted to, I couldn't end it there. I needed to, I miss this campaign. I miss it. I needed to get some time in. As for the forward part of my deployment zone, not too promising, honestly. Like, I'm not really liking it up here, and that's maybe for the better because that might be in range of the catapults. So if I sort of zoom on towards the back of the deployment zone, this is looking a little bit better. You know, I got a hill, got some forested area. With that being said, I'm going to be having more cav than they are, at least in the initial wave. You know? So this isn't maybe super ideal. Maybe what I do is, can I do something fancy? Can I do like infantry in the woods and then maybe is there anywhere to hide cav on the flanks? No, that's not gonna work. Maybe over here? Probably not. I think I can maybe hide a unit here, just on the very edge, but that's gonna be it. I can try this and see if it works, just having 1 unit of Hoblars here in this little patch of forest. Maybe they will just walk right on by them, and then maybe I can get on into the catapults, or the archers, or whatever. So we'll see if that works out. And then over here, it's kind of funny how, like, I'm in the woods, but nothing is hidden at all over here. Like, nothing's hidden. So, yeah, that's okay, though. And then in the back, heavy cav, and then 2 more Hoblars back here. So let's just check. So group 1, group 2, group 3, and then group 4. Yes, all looks good. And then my general's going to be hanging out right behind. All right, perfect. All right, so let's make sure that my guys are in the correct formation here. That looks good. And they're all the way over there, like all the way over there. Yeah, they are a long ways away, but their catapults are back there. And if they take that direct line to me, yeah, they might not end up seeing my Hoblars, which would be nice. Yeah, they walked right on by me. Okay, well, where is their... So those Armenians are right there, and the Saharans are right there. So, catapults and catapults. See, the reason why... And I know that by getting rid of those catapults, that they would then be able to bring on more units. I get that. But I want to get rid of them just because... if I break this army and I'm able to start running them down, I don't want to be getting bombed by catapult stones while I'm chasing this army off. So that's why, like, that's the incentive. Like I get leaving them there because then, they're just kind of stuck with them, but I don't know. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I, feel about them just kind of going around my hill. That seems a little bit too clever, So let's maybe come out to here, perhaps. The Armenians are right there, though. And so I kind of feel like leaving, like, you guys maybe here. Maybe, yeah, they're trying to be sneaky on me. So maybe bring my heavy cav to come over. Come on, can you guys? You can do it. You can do it, guys. I believe in you. And then, yep, Hoblars, come over here. So that looks okay. And then Celtic Warriors, let's get you coming over as well. And then Hoblars in the back. I think maybe now is the time. Maybe. I don't want to lose track of them. And then order foot soldiers, yeah, you hang out here. Yeah, you take position. And then maybe some Royal Knights to help out. I probably don't need these other two units of heavy cav. They can probably back off. Although, yeah, they're sending their Saharan calves there. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, well, let's see if I can... Alright, my guys are getting some shots in, but I kind of want to advance down the hill a little bit more. So I have a better advantage there. And then let's get Celtic warriors coming around there. And do we have a fight yet? What are you guys doing? Why are you... what was going on there? Like, the order foot soldiers were dancing around like they didn't know what their job was. Alright, so the Armenians, are you guys pushing off or no? Alright, let's flank them with the Royal Knights there. And Saharans look like they want to kind of jump the gap. I mean, yeah, let's just spank them with my dudes there. Then what do we have? Urban Militia fighting Italian Infantry. I would imagine that Italian Infantry would win that. So let's get around here and then here. And then Hobblers in the back. Let's get you after the catapults. Alright, so Saharan's going on in, and where are my... Yeah, Celtic warriors need to... Yeah, you guys need to kill these dudes. And then you Celtic warriors... Yeah, go after those Saracens. Alright, can we get a break? Oh, that's too... I don't want to do it. Alright, let's go after archers then. You go here, and then you go here. And then archers go around the flanks here and start getting shots into them. And then Celtic warriors... There's a lot of, yeah, let's get my knights around the flanks here. Ooh, the general's right there. Yeah, can you guys get away? I don't want you fighting the Saracen infantry. I told you not. I did not tell you to do that. I know I didn't tell you to do that. Yeah, go that way, please. And are we just going to take forever to kill these Saharans over here? Looks like we are. So let's send order foot soldiers down, and then let's get my cav. You guys can please go after archers, I suppose? Or, actually, I feel like I need to charge into the rear of those Saracens over there. So yeah, if we can break those archers, that'd be lovely. I don't want... I know that's their general, but, like, I don't want to fight him... Like just like that. Just, like, out in the open. See if I can get these guys around... See, those guys are just chopping through me. It's crazy. It's crazy how strong they are. So yeah, you go... Are you just... These Saharans are just fighting forever. That's crazy. The Saharan cav are just fighting forever. Alright, so you guys go up here. And you continue chasing down archers. And then, yeah, order foot soldiers come around to try to get a flank into the Saracens. Yep, you shoot at the general, please. And thank you. Shoot at him. And then you shoot into him. And my Knights Templar just get caught as well. Like, it's just so stupid. Oh, God. It's so stupid. All right. Yeah, we might lose, like, the frontline fight, but then, you know, we might kill all of their archers. Did my Celtic warriors do anything or no? Did they just get chopped down? Yeah, they just got chopped down. All right. Order foot soldiers, get in here. And maybe I could throw my general in. I don't want to get him killed, but he could maybe do well against them. And let's see here. How are we doing here? That's a weird fight. Maybe... Where are you going to be the most useful? These are all, like, Saracens. I really don't want... Like, I guess turn around and... I don't know, it's just 14 men, so kill them, I guess. And then militia sergeants... That's my general, so get down into them. And let's keep chasing archers, I guess, because that's like the one part of the fight that's going well for me. And then you come around and get rid of those catapult crew there. Are you going to get rid of those 14 guys? No, you're not. You're not going to do it. They're just going to beat you. That's so stupid. That's crazy how good, like, good generals are in this game. It's insane. It is so insane. Like, Knights Templar were fighting these guys for 2 minutes and they killed 0 of them. It's just like, what the fuck? Oh, God. Like, what do you do? What do you do? Yeah, so I don't know. It says they're losing badly. We'll see. I don't know. Oh god. I don't know. It's great. It's wild. I really like. It's crazy how many battles I'm losing in this campaign, because I don't consider myself to be an incompetent player. And I also really didn't consider the Egyptians to be like a super insane faction to fight against. But they have been. They've been so hard to fight up against. You know, they've been so hard to defeat in this campaign. So yeah, I don't know. Can I get any reinforcements on? Nothing yet. Yeah, nothing yet. So yeah, looks like they have some more Armenian heavies coming on. So that's their reinforcements that are coming on, and yeah, let's just can you just not fight them? You just can't, you know, please, come on, get away, attack those archers, please. Looks like those archers beat whatever cavs they were fighting up against. So yeah, there's Layat. And yep, come down there and get those archers. And so that's their general, okay. And my general's fighting, and he's probably gonna die, which sucks. Yes, it says he's winning, but I don't know. Like, the Armenians are going to come in now and just going to crush me. Let's see, can I get reinforcements on? If I could save my general, that'd be amazing. Either A, save my general, or B, kill their general. Either of those two outcomes would be pretty dope. Yeah, I guess you could try to get a rear charge in. Even though there's, oh god, there's like zero. There's like so little guys left. And those hoblars. Saracen infantry with just one man left. Alright, how are we doing here? Let's see, 35 militia sergeants. Like, Sir William Marshall, he's hanging on. You know, he's trying very hard to not die. So, Knights Templar, you're just like getting chased by these 13, holy shit, we got him down to 13 guys. No, can you guys please get away? Please get away. Please get away. Please get away. God damn it. Oh dear. Hey, Desert Archers, you're not going to be able to beat them, but yeah, fight them instead. Same with you, Knights Templar, fight them instead. And then reinforcements, where are you guys at? Yep, Royal Knights. Obviously, I don't want to be fighting. Oh, God damn it. I don't want to be fighting those spears right there. But I do want to rescue my general. Yeah, Knights Templar. Yeah, I know it's dumb, but like, get in there. You're gonna get sandwiched, but then bring up these kerns and these spearmen. Like, these kerns throwing their javelins into the back of that general might do something. So yeah, we got to charge in. So yeah, we got that. 11 Knights Templar. Let's, actually, let's get around to the rear of these Armenians and maybe we can do something there. And yeah, 2 Hoblars are just fighting off a bunch of Desert Archers, which is actually not a bad fight. Yeah, so fighting Royal Cav, fighting Saracens sucks, but that's where we're at right now. Let's get a rear charge in on these Armenians and maybe we could break them. And then Kerns, let's get Kerns throwing javelins into the general. And then let's get Fearedmen down here to try to support it against the Armenians. And then, what do we have? Militia sergeants? Yeah, you get around and try to get around the general. And, oh yeah, we should be getting more reinforcements on. Yep, more. More Fearedmen, yes. Come down here. If we can kill the general, that'd be great. We have more peasants coming on. Alright, okay. Alright, Fearedmen, go on in and go on engage at will and kill those Armenians. Please and thank you. Save your general. Save him. He has 8 men left in his unit. Peasants, alright. Are you guys throwing your javelins in? Is that something you can do, or are you just sucking right now? Alright, militia sergeants. It's crazy that the general's unit has only lost like a handful of guys. He still has 58 men. That's so wild to me. Alright, militia sergeants, get into the Saracen infantry. Try to kill him. Fearedmen, get down here. And Druzina, Cav. Yep, get down here. And just a bunch of dudes. All right, come on in, come on in. Come on in. Druzina, let's see here, maybe right there. So Fearman fighting Saharan Cav, that's a good fight for us. And... Alright, Armenian Heavy Cav. I need to extricate my general. Can I get him away? He's in the thick of it. He's like fighting a bunch of peasants. Can they... Fearman... It's like none of their units are breaking. My general's running away too. Just like that. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts so much. So if I get it, like... Their general's surrounded now. And he's fighting up against the guys that have a bonus versus armor. And my general, like, yeah, I wouldn't mind it if he just got away. And can I get these guys? Oh god, please, please, please. There's 10 men in the general's unit left. Royal Knights. My general's been killed. Oh, that's tough. Sir William Marshall, no. Can we kill their general, though? Because if we can kill their general... So, let's see. Fearedmen fighting camels. That's a good fight for us. And we have just a wave of guys coming on in. Let's see. Kerns are running away. Fearedmen are running away from camels. That's always... That sucks. It sucks so much. Alright. Saracen infantry still hanging on somehow. Fearedmen go in here and fight the camels. And Highland Clansmen, I think I want you... Can I get you to target the general? I can't target him right now. There we go. Get him. Fearedmen, kill camels, please. And throw javelins. Kerns, throw javelins. Highland Clansmen, go after the general. And it looks like everyone's running away. So I might just have to wait until a second or third wave comes on, essentially. Oh, it sucks losing that many guys. And there he is, still just 4 men left in his unit. That's the enemy general that I've been trying so hard to kill. And there's my entire army running away from camels. You know, like, most of these guys are feared men. If they just turned around and fought, you know, like, they could kill camels. You know, like, it's just... Oh, it's heartbreaking. It's so tough. It's so tough. And, yeah, I don't want him to get away, either. It's like, it's tempting to chase, actually. Yeah, can I get these spearmen that are right here? Can I just get them to attack these Bedouin camels? Well, this isn't good. My reinforcements, first couple units are Royal Knights, which is just gonna get fucking trampled by Bedouin camels. Oh, that's so rough. That's so rough. Alright, Fearmen, please. Fearmen, can you guys get in, please? I can't control them yet. Yeah, I cannot control them yet. Alright, archers, shoot into the camels, please. Fearman still can't control them. There we go, now I can control them. Are these Kerns, Celtic warriors? Yeah, I guess if you're all just gonna pile in... Actually, archers, can you guys get around the flanks? And, yep, the camels are winning easily because they're fighting up against cav units. Urban militia, can I get you guys over here, please? Anything? Kerns. No, they're gonna charge into my Kerns, maybe? Come on, Celtic warriors, come on, come on. Let me control you, please. And let me bring on more reinforcements here. And let's come on over here. And... Alright, finally. That took my entire army to break 1 unit of camels. It's just... Oh, it's just insane. It's just insane. So I'm wondering... Alright, so we got some urban militia coming on. And... I would love it if their general came back, but he might just withdraw from the battlefield. I have seen other Egyptian generals just withdraw from the battlefield. So... I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they did either. I mean, I have to remind myself that I am the defender here, so... I can just regroup and hold the hill. You know, that is an option for me. Now we have another unit of Armenian heavies coming on in. In fact, I think this might be their last unit. And I have my, is this my heavy cav? Okay, not really. It's got some mounted sergeants, some royal knights, and some faris. Faris are taking pot shots at the Armenian heavies, so that feels good at least. And I do have Fearedmen right here that could just kind of come on over and they could help out. Archers in the middle, eh? Archers in the middle. Let's get you guys lined up there. And then let's get my archers moving up. Because it's very tempting to send my light cav or my mounted sergeants after their archers. Desert archers, more archers. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to send them... Yeah, let's screen them out. Alright. Fearedmen and Royal Knights go after their Armenian heavies. And then Faris and all my light cav go after their archers. There's just a whole bunch of them. And that way I don't have to waste any ammo for my own archers on their archers. I can just run down all of these guys here. And then, yeah, screen out these guys with my Fearedmen. Come around the flanks. Make sure that you are on hold your ground and hold formation. And since they're losing badly, alright, let's try to change that around. Got a little flanking charge in with my Royal Knights. You guys don't need to shoot in. That is not necessary. And do I need more Fearedmen over here? Do I need to support this fight? I would hope not. I would hope that I would be able to win that fight with the units that I have. My goodness, these guys are fighting so damn hard. Yeah, looks like my Royal Knights are down to 4 men. Fearedmen down to 69, that's what she said. And more Fearedmen are coming on in, and they may as well go on in and support this. But yeah, we're doing well against their archers, and more desert archers and more archers. Yeah, okay, they want to keep feeding us archers. Perfect. Perfect. Let's just keep eating then. Yeah, kill these archers. In fact, they're just charging on in. It's just because our general's that much of a badass that, you know, even archers are like, yeah, we can beat them, guys. Let's get them. Just running right on into cavalry. Like, mounted sergeants and faris are, you know, even faris are like decent hybrid units. What do they have? More archers coming on in? Yes, yes. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I wish I had more cav, in fact. I got this 4-man unit over here. I mean, this is just incredible. This is incredible. It's taking so long to kill these archers. And they're just sending more archers in, just more waves of archers in. Like, at this rate, you know, they might just overpower me, you know? Their archers might just defeat my cavalry like this, with this many of them. I was hoping I could get rid of their archers so I could save ammunition for my own archers. So I'd have to engage in a duel like that, but no, they just broke my cavalry. That's just so, that is so silly. Oh dear, man, yeah, that general, I'm sure he's gone. I'm sure he's gone. And that, okay, yeah, and he's picked off one of my Royal Knights with a boulder from a catapult. Like, sure, yeah, totally. Anytime I use artillery, it doesn't hit a damn thing, but a 4-man unit gets hit, you know? Just, yeah, totally, yeah. Totally, right. What do they have more? Bedouin camels and Nubian spears. And a lot of archers. So at this point, I would say that I could probably win the ranged duel. Before, I wasn't so sure about that. But I do have 4 units of archers on the field, so I'm glad that I still, you know, sacrificed my cav in that way. It's a tough sacrifice, but I wouldn't have won that ranged duel with what I had. Now I have my 3 units of archers with the high ground on this hill shooting into their, it's like 1.5 units of archers. So yeah, they're getting decimated. There's another unit of archers on the way, and Nubians, Bedouin camels, yeah. And my guys are running out of ammo fast. One of these units is already out of ammo, so they will have to be withdrawn. And I don't know if I have any archers left in my reinforcement pool. Yeah, I must be... I don't know. I hope that I can still get to Antioch with this army, you know, because I took a lot of losses. With that being said, there was that whole, like, wave of guys that basically just kind of ran away. So, you know, maybe I'm still okay. Still, you know, there's still going to be a lot of guys sort of trickling on here. And their morale is insane. So, like, I might actually have to fight all of them. Now they are charging uphill at my archers, so let's get some spears in front. In fact, I should have had them in front already. Urban Militia, fill the gap here, go in here and attack the Nubians. So yeah, Fearmen fighting camels, that should be okay, but I've been surprised in the past. Let's get these Celtic warriors down here as well. And let's actually get you guys into wedge formation. You can charge on into those Nubians and yeah, do a bit of damage there. And Celtic warriors, you guys can just charge right through my own spears, in fact. Let's go here. I can bring Kerns up as well. You can start getting some javelins tossed in. Yeesh. Urban Militia just ran away just like that. Yeah, they are a bad unit. Alright, well, we have javelins coming on in, killing some camels that way, and we can get some more Fearmen coming up as well. Let's move down some more Urban Militia just to fill the gap here. And yeah, those Bedouin camels are going down. We're going to have some more Urban Militia, archers. Archers, I don't have any cav. That's the one thing I'm starting to run out of, is cav. So that's going to be pretty rough. Now I have some more Urban Militia, and some Highland Clansmen can come down here as well. And they can attack on into these Nubians and these Urban Militia that are just like everything else, just fighting so hard. And we can start get some javelins into these archers as well. If they want to stand there and range my javelins, that's fine. My archers are going to be running out of ammo, and in fact, are you out of ammo by now? No, you don't. You still have some ammo left. All right, you have like one shot, I'm assuming. And off in the distance, what do we have? Nubians, and peasants, Urban Militia. Yep, more fighting. There's more fighting to come. They now have another wave coming on in. I have put these Fearmen in loose formation just because they were getting shot at by the archers. And I have nothing, I can't retaliate at this point. I have nothing that can either shoot back, and I have nothing fast enough to chase them. So I just got to stand here and take it. Foot to face style, that's how it's going to be. So Highland Clansmen, can you guys beat the Nubian spears? You should, but I've been sort of disappointed by the effects of my, like, native Britain swords units against the Egyptian spears, whether it's the Saracens or whether it's the Nubians. Of course, I understand that their general has a lot to do with that, but still. So, Highland Clansmen charging downhill into Nubian spears. That should go okay, but we'll see. Fearmen and Urban Militia come down in support as well. And let's see here. Fearmen, oh, you guys can go back into close formation, and more Fearmen can come down and help. Urban Militia, charge in. Urban Militia, charge in. Here, come on, can I select you? There you go. And Fearmen, help out here and here. Italian Infantry, come down. And you can go there and fight those Bedouin camels. Fearmen, why are you going that way? You're going in the wrong direction, sir. So Italian infantry should beat peasants, Celtic warriors should help beat peasants, and Bedouin camels are winning against Urban Militia. Fearmen are winning against the camels. How are the Highland Clansmen doing against the Nubians? So they are winning. Okay, so that's good. That's good. And then over here, yeah, it says that Bedouin camels are winning, but I don't know if I believe that. All right, Italian infantry, let's try to get into the flank here. Try to break them here. And Celtic warriors, you go back. Actually, no, you fight here. Yeah, Highland Clansmen ran away. Damn, from Bedouin camels. All right. Yeah, let's just try to clean up those Bedouin camels there. And they're all running away. And let's turn around and try to surround these Nubians. Yeah, it's really too bad not having cavalry at this point. Oh my goodness, and all of these units over here are running away from Bedouin camels. Oh my god. Like, why? It's so weird. Yeah, it's such a weird thing to see. So let's turn around these guys and fight these camels. And these archers actually just wanted to charge downhill at us, so I guess I will take this fight. As with everything else, it says they're winning easily, so yep, it's it's just they want to fight my spears and win. I mean, they want to send another unit of archers in as well. All right, let's send these Italian. I was gonna send everyone over to the forest to protect myself from these, you know, the archers, but they want to fight me in hand-to-hand combat. Yeah, these spearmen are running away. Oh my god, it's such a weird thing. All right, I got some cav here. They're really small, crappy, stupid units, but you know, I got a 7-man unit of Royal Knights, some mounted crossbows, some Teutonic sergeants, just 9 of them, but maybe, just maybe, they can beat archers. Because yeah, nothing else can. Fearmen are running away. Italian infantry, can you guys beat the archers? All right, finally they have broken and they're running away. My goodness, yeah, run those guys down, please. And you know what's really disheartening about all of this is that even if this battle is won, victory is achieved, well, the thing is that the general, who by now is definitely run off the field by now, and even though I got him down to like 4 men left in his unit, he's the bonuses that he's providing to his army still, even now, that's going to be what he can provide to the next army that he can lead as well. In fact, I may have already fought this man before, and that's what's truly disheartening is that these bonuses that these troops are fighting under, you know, they're not done. Like, this is just going to be the next battle, and the next battle, until I can kill that sucker. So, yeah, very, very disheartening for sure. Another wave of Egyptians is approaching off in the distance here, and I do spy another unit of Armenian heavy cav. Oh my god. Okay, so can my army even defeat that one unit, not to mention the rest of it? Well, I have put my guys in the forest now, because, yeah, this is my only chance. Bedouin camels have been fighting me so freaking hard, despite the fact that they have been going up against spears, like a unit that they have no advantage against, and a unit that, in fact, has an advantage against them. They have just been fighting so hard, as with everything else. It's just, man, it's hard to fight these types of armies led by, you know, these types of generals, because the counters don't work. You know, you think that you want to counter a camel unit with spears, and then the camel unit, just with its insane buffs, just kind of goes like, meh, I don't care. You know, like, I'm going to beat you anyway. So here we are on a hill in a forest, soon to be fighting up against cavalry and camelry, and let's see what we can accomplish. They have some peasants coming on in, but mostly it's just 3 units of camels and 1 Armenian heavy cav. Some naphtha throwers, so there is that as well. Some Saharan cav off in the distance as well. Some more desert archers coming on in. Dear, oh dear. Luckily, hey, how about this? We got some armored spears. Oh, thank God. Okay, so we needed that. Yeah, we definitely needed that. Camels going on uphill, so let's see if I can get a little flank in with my Italian infantry here and then here against those units. Yeah, they want to charge into my urban militia. And let's get my fearedmen in as well. In fact, yeah, let's get these urban militia over as well. And Highland clansmen jump on in. Urban militia go here as well. Let's try to destroy them. And over on this side, I have my 19 mounted crossbows. Let's try to shoot into the Armenian heavy cav. And armored spears need to come on over. Yeah, they're trying to flank my armored spears, and they got the naphthas coming right up. Oh god, that's bad. It's bad. 7 Royal Knights. Let's charge downhill and try to get rid of those naphthas, because I can't let them just bomb my naphtha throwers, or my armored spears, that is. Alright, what are you charging on into? Fearedmen? Okay. So, Teutonic sergeants can kill... Okay, Royal Knights, you try to get away if you can. Actually, let's see. Armored spears, go down... Yeah, you go downhill and fight those guys there. And then you guys... Are you shooting the Armenians? Yeah, shoot the Armenians, please. And the Teutonic sergeants, get a flanking charge in on these peasants and break them for me, please. And thank you. Over on this side, how are we doing? Are we winning? Kind of, not really. Alright, let's try to gang up on that unit of camels and kill them. Ooh, Saharan cav coming on in. Alright, urban militia, try to help out there. And fearmen, go here. God, they're breaking my center. Armenian heavies in the forest. uphill, breaking my center. And my armored spears are running away? They're fighting camels and they're running away? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, crossbows keep shooting on into the Armenian heavies. Yep, just everything's running away from the Armenian heavies. That's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. They broke another wave of mine. Oh dear, I don't know how much I have left. You know, I don't know. Okay, let's see what my next wave is gonna be. Alright, what do we have here? Horse archers, that's not a good first unit. That's not a good first unit. Can't even control them yet. Yeah, this is gonna be really tough if they're just gonna yeah, you guys just run away. Just get away back here. Maybe I can draw off a unit as well. 27 Armenians, 36 Saharans, some camels, some Napthos. Archers, that's another bad unit. Come on. Like archers later on, yeah, sure. All these archers, no. Oh my god, that's gonna be a waste of archers. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Like Mohids, yes, Mohids, come on. But archers, no. This is so heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking. Mohids, come on. Archers, get away. Come on. Get away. Mohids, charge forward, please. Horse archers, come forward. And Mohids, can you, like, oh my god. I don't know what just happened there. Mohids, fight camels, yes, there you go. Archers, they're just not even moving. I can't control them, they're just not moving. Alright. Alright. Horse archers try to draw off the Saharans, maybe. And Mohids, they just ran away immediately. That's just crazy. That's crazy. I don't even... Oh dear. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to win this one. If I had another good, strong wave that came on in and was able to punch back all of these cavalry, like if this wave just come on in reverse, with all of these, because I have spears back here, I have feudal sergeants and fearedmen and Byzantine infantry, like if they all came in, you know, before the archers, then I had a chance, but here, I really don't know. Like the fact that they're not bunching on into me like right now, like, it's tough. Yeah, it's so, I don't know. I can't control these guys and they're just running into Saharan Cav. Alright, cool. Yeah, don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. Yep, maybe armored spears can turn around. Yeah, they're just gonna rout off all of these guys without a fight, basically. I still can't control any of my units, and now they are being attacked by the Saharan cavalry. And you know, it's not even like I've tried placing my my marker as far back as I can, maybe thinking like once they reach the marker I can control them, and that's just not the case. You know, it's just I don't really know what the case is. They just have to be on a certain point on the battle map before I can control them, and you know, without being able to control them, they're just getting cleaned up. In this case, in classic example, you're getting light cav just beating spears, but that's just what kind of battle this is. And yeah, this is a perfect target for naphtha throwers, for sure. Like, this is exactly what they want to be throwing grenades at. Oh, boom. That was a big boom. Even though it's against me, I still had to show that one off. Yeah. Yeah, that's... I don't even think that did that many casualties to me. Yeah. Oh, okay, that was tough. Yeah, that was tough. That was tough. Yeah, that's the perfect target for Napthos. Jesus Christ, yeah, they killed a lot of my guys right there. Yeah, that's exactly what you want to use Napthos for. Just big infantry blocks. Yeah, I don't know if I can actually control any of this, so I'm just going to keep, you know, bringing on the waves, and that looks like that is not going to work. So I imagine this army is just going to get completely wiped, I suppose, right? Unless they can retreat to Trebizond, but I don't think they can. I think Trebizond was taken by the Egyptians as I came on afterwards. So it looks like I got some more units coming on in, but again, you know, if I can't control them, then like, what's the point? Looks like I can control them now, or I can control the militia sergeants. That's it. Yeah, all of these, like, troops, you know, if I could have controlled, which, you know, would have made a big difference, But if they're just gonna like stuff me, then I can't do anything about it, so. And yeah, now they have like a full stack here, which is just gonna beat me anyway. So, yep, that's how it goes. So yeah, that's gonna be another failed crusade. So that pretty much guarantees that I'm not gonna be able to reach my objectives because I really needed to accomplish something here with this one. And yeah, I did not get the job done here, obviously. And that is that. So, yeah, big loss. I'm just gonna kill the Egyptians that I did capture, 343. Alright, so with the men that I just killed, I was able to kill over 2,500 of theirs, and I lost 2,600. So, yeah, definitely big losses. So they had a little over 3,000, was it? So if I just killed 2,700, does that mean I just killed most of their army? Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel like that's what just happened, but maybe, yeah, so Rome is lost. And yep, that's that. So Crusade has failed and has been destroyed. Ransom demanded, so 1,700 for those men. I don't think that's... I don't think so. I don't think I want to pay that. I could just send another crusade and... How many men is it? Oh, it's mostly... Oh, Prince Alfred got captured. Okay, so he's like my king's brother, I think. And yeah, so that's like it. It's just number of men captured is 12. And it's the noble that's costing so much money. So no, I don't want to pay 1,700 for Prince Alfred. So no, deny that. And then okay, ransom demanded. Okay, so this is going to be 4,600 demanded for 1,400 men, including Sir Simon de Montfort and John Neville. I don't know who John Neville is, but 4,600 is not bad, considering that I have 20,000 in the bank, and considering that potentially what I can do with that, you know, those 1,400 men, is that I could just immediately send another crusade, and because I have the boats, then I could just send it straight to Antioch, and I would not have to travel overland. So I guess I will pay for that. Oh my god, and that's... And because it's a failed crusade, we have a civil war. Oh, shit. Wow, this is quite the campaign. Holy moly. Alright, what do we have here? Why is there a German crusade in Flanders? Did we just go back in time? Or did that German crusade from before already get defeated and then there's immediately another one on the way? What the hell? Okay, let's try to make some sense of this. Alright, so Rebel Forces. Leader, Nigel Audley. Don't know him. Supporters include Richard Longchamp, John Stewart, Walter Beckett. Total men, 1,093, and they have 3 provinces. But I don't... It's not going to tell me what provinces they are? So I have no idea who these people are or what the provinces that I'm losing are. I know where my king is. My king is in Brittany. And his supporters include Lord Svinverd, Lord Fitzwalter, Lord Mowbray, total men 4,000, command strength 21, provinces 4, contested provinces 4. Do I back the rebels? No. Alright, the Italians are saying, alright, the Danes, I tell you, the Danes, they always say yes to marriage. They don't care that Lord Edmund is a weirdo. And we have another son on the way, perfect. John Neville captured. Yeah, so +3 morale, -1 command. And Captain John Macadier, a good runner, and that's going to be -3 morale. So what the heck is... I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. What's this? What are you telling me? Oh, homelands. So yeah, I've lost. Okay, Ireland and Northumbria, I lost outright. And then Anjou is okay, so it's not all right. It's not. Shit, what just happened? Come back. Okay, so a royal knight and a unit of peasants versus my king and my son here in Ireland. I have Aquitaine. Anjou is just going to be my main army versus a unit of militia sergeants and peasants. That's fine. Here in Flanders, it's going to be, oh shoot, it's going to be Highland clansmen, peasants, urban militia, current and Celtic warriors versus my other units, which I have plenty of, so I should win that just fine. Mercia, Feardmen versus Feardmen and peasants, so again, I should be able to manage that. But then I lost Northumbria, Scotland, and Ireland outright. So yeah, peasants to Highland clansmen, yellow glasses, and peasants. Jeez, oh Pete's, holy smokes. Okay, oh yeah, also, my two crusade markers in Mercia. So if that unit of Feardmen beats my Feardmen and my peasant and takes Mercia, I would probably lose those crusade markers, I would imagine. And so I'm assuming you have like 0 influence, right? Or 1 influence. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, that changes a lot. Let's see, what's the finances like? I'm making 3,300 and I have 16,000 in the bank. So like technically I might be able to resolve the issues with the Civil War relatively quickly. And then I might be able to still launch a quick succession of crusades. But would I be able to actually hold on to the territory? I kind of have my doubts. You know, I don't know. Maybe if I can get the mercenaries for the jobs and I can just really just launch a bunch of mercenaries with the crusades, maybe I can make it happen. The fact that I do have boats linked up to the Holy Land does definitely make it possible. You know, I still do have 17, 21, so 21 turns left. And the Civil War should be resolved pretty quickly, and that should raise his influence as well, I think. So it might not be the end of the world. It's more of an issue, though, like would my neighbors pounce on this and sense blood in the water, and with the Germans, with the Italians, with the Spanish really take advantage of this? I guess we'll have to find out. So apologies for the long episode, but before I go, I just wanted to say that if you're enjoying these videos and you would like to support the channel, then consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. It all helps immensely. Until next time, this has been Constip playing Medieval Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.